Okay, we're back. So we're starting, the offense is going to start with one back behind him from the shotgun formation. He's going to take advantage of the beginner rules that he's allowed to have three linemen at the line of scrimmage, and he can pull these two guys back to start building a pocket already before he moves. And the defense has a pass rusher over here, and he's sitting back, giving them a chance to come up forward so that when the defense rolls, he can use all his energy rushing the quarterback instead of catching up with these guys. So let's say the offense rolls a 7. You want me to roll a different one? It doesn't really matter. 5 is a 4 and a 1. Now, this, for the beginner rolls, is just a 5. You add them up, and you can use them for either backs or linemen. You want to get in the habit of trying to use one die for one player type, like the lineman, or for the backs, or use them both for both. But for the beginner rules, you're not restrained by that. You can take all 5 and use them any way you want. The only constraint on you is once you start moving the backs, you have to move all your backs before you move any linemen. Once you start moving your linemen, you have to move all of them before moving your backs. But in any case, we know with 5, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we want to get out there. If we had a 6, we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we had 3 receivers out there, it would go 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'd want to get them all out there as far as possible, right? I'll just leave them like that. It doesn't really matter because we're just trying to learn the rules here, okay? Then the defense goes, well, what a coincidence. He actually does get a 9, all right? So he is looking, this guy would have probably been around here had we run this guy across. But he actually does get a 9. And he's going to want to move his lineman first, 1, 2, because when you come here, you can always exit that direction. When you're in the middle, it's a little bit more complex. 3, 4. Let's go 5. And then I kind of want to attack him going 1, 2, 3. Or if I need the energy here, like this guy has to come up 1, 2. Keep track of this guy, or 1, 2, 3, something like that. Anyway, yeah, let's just go 1, 2. And yeah. And then, so what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 8. And well, that's it. That's all I want to move, okay? Maybe this one will play a little tighter. Okay, 9. All right, that's it. So is anybody open? Do you see an opening? Yes, this guy can catch the ball right over here. That's what this marker is good for. Let me zoom in a little bit. So if he comes here, this guy can go 1, 2, 3. That's a challenge. That's the worst challenge. He's got a 4 out of 6 chance of complete and a 2 out of 6 chance of complete and running again. But it's still, what's the point in 1 down when we get 2? Let's keep going, right? We don't want to pass, but I just wanted to point out that he gave him a little bit of a buffer because he doesn't want him to get behind him, but he can also get an advantageous challenge. And all right, so the well, let's roll for the offense before we make some of my plans yet. Oh, beautiful, double 6. Can you see that? Double 6. Look at that. That's a beauty. What does it zoom into? All right, it's double 6. Double 6 is the best roll you can get, obviously. It means you have 12. It ordinarily, well, don't let me digress to the college and pro levels. Ordinarily, in the college and pro, 6 would be for the backs, and 6 would be for the linemen, or all 12 would be for 1. But for the beginner rules, 12 you can use any way you want, okay? So that's pretty good for us. And when you have a double, you also get to go 1 extra unit once you finish. Just 1. Believe me, that's a pretty big advantage. Let me zoom out to see where all my players are here, okay? So I happen to know what my defense is up to. I think I showed you in the last time. He wants to push this guy up, and then 1, 2, 3, come right in my face and possibly sack me. I know that. I can prevent him by blocking that, but actually the quarterback, by the way, can only go 1, 2, 3. Back, he can only go 1 backwards and 1 side to side, unlike the other backs who can go 2 back to back and two backwards and two side to side. The quarterback can go 3 forward like a regular back, but he can only go 1 back and 1 left and 1 right because he's looking, right? Okay, it's common sense. The offensive lineman cannot back out of a block. Once they're entangled in a block, they can push, they can escape and run forward, like set up a screen or something, but they cannot back out. All right. So knowing that, let me take care of my pocket for a second, and I'm just going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, 2. He's not hurting me over there. Just 1, 2. Yeah. All right. Let me finish moving my line. 1, back, 2, 3. We got plenty of energy. Can you see me? Okay. Yes, you can see. 2, 3. I got to finish off my backs here. I don't want to push this guy because that'll actually create a hole for him to run through, so I'll just leave him there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. That's all I can do. That I want to do anyway. And then I'm going to go move all my backs. 4, remember I have 12. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. He can't go 3 forward. 10, 11, 12. He can't go through them, so he's got to go around them. 10, 11. And there's no place to use the 12 anyway. But that extra unit is great because we've already moved all of our pieces. So, for example, if the defense was here, then he gets an extra 1. He can sack him even if it's diagonal. So it's more than just 1. And here we can use, this is a good example. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see. I would go use my extra guy here because now I am literally behind him, behind the defensive lineman. Or I would go there, here or there. All right, pick one, that's it, good enough. All right, now let's give the defense a chance to catch up. He's got a 2 or 3, not the best roll, but is there a chance to sack? Remember what I told you? Let's zoom in up here a little bit. Take a look at the pocket. First thing you want to see is, can I sack the quarterback? Now, I didn't mention this in the basic rules, but there is a way to sack the quarterback without actually reaching him and sacking him. If you can get 3 red player pieces, whether they're linemen or backs, surrounding him horizontal and side to side or front and back, any 3 spots, diagonals don't count, any 3 spots, then that's no automatic in the grasp sack, okay? But I don't see us having a chance to do that. This guy is, can you see this? Yeah, okay. He is blocking this spot. but there's nothing stopping this lineman from going 1 here, and maybe even going 2, because remember he can go 1 back and block him again, but he can't go 2 backwards. And or what we were thinking about doing earlier, we can go 1, 2, and then go 1, 2, 3, and get a hold of them. But first, so we can't sack him right away. So that's the first thing you want to see. You can't sack him. Best thing you can do is go 1, 2. All right. Now let's zoom out and see what else you can do. So if you can't sack the quarterback, then what you want to think of doing is you want to cover your receivers so there's no easy pass. So the best thing this guy can do is come here, 1. He can move here, and this guy can come 1, 2. But I think there's too many. I think it's safer to come 1 here and 1 here, because when you're in the same space as the offense, when the red defense is in the same space, you know you can challenge him almost no matter where he goes. And so that's 1, 2, and this guy should go 3. Now you have 2 left over. Let's go 1, 2, and put some scare into our quarterback. All right? Can you see what we did there? Okay. We're here. This guy's protecting that spot. That's a full block, and this is a half block, so he can exit, but he can't turn. He can't go 1, 2. He can go 1 and 2. 1, 2. And now he's right next to the quarterback. All right? So let's take a look at the whole field. See what's going on with it. This looks like a typical football field. Typical football play. And that was just a 3 and a 2. And we got a lot of mileage out of that. And I'm about to get sacked over here. Can we see my finger here? Yeah. Okay. So we know if this guy goes 3 forward, 1, 2, 3, this guy can only go 2 back, 1, 2. But that's also the prime challenging spot. If he goes 1, 2, you can still get to the prime challenging spot. If he goes 1, 2, you can still get to the prime challenging spot. And the same thing here. You can go straight down, and it goes 1, 2, 3. That's still the prime challenging spot. That's not such a great spot. This guy is covering this guy perfectly, nose to nose. That's where you want to be as the defense when the quarterback is about to get sacked, and he wants to throw the ball. This guy over here, can you see my finger here? Yeah. This guy can go 1, 2, but he can get coverage from that guy too, not to mention him. So there's really no, this guy can challenge. So he's not in really a good spot to throw the ball. So you want to try to stay alive. Well, let's roll first. Oh, double four. Double four changes the rules because now we get 1 free guy. I think we're going to throw the ball using the 3. Yes, we're going to take our handy-dandy, adorable little football, throw it from here, and in the beginner level, you only need 1 energy unit to throw it. I'm not going to digress and tell you how it's done in college and professional levels because I promised I was going to do that anymore. And we can go 1, 2, 3, and take an extra 1 because we have double force. Did you see that? Double force. All right. So we're going to throw the ball because we are about to get sacked, as you can see. Not to mention this guy is going to be able to come out and pull this guy through too. But with the double, it's a big advantage because he's gone 1, 2, 3, and this guy can only go 2 back without a double. 1, 2. That's a touchdown right there. So we're going to put a ball right there, right to the receiver. So he went 1, 2, 3, and he's got a free one, and 4 for the ball. And there's no point in moving anybody else, you know. He can also go 1, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rather, and then 7 and 8. You know, I mean, who cares, right? You only care about this one at this point, unless you could position this. That's actually a good point to make. If I was in another spot right now, I can only go 1, 2, 3 forward. But if I was here, I can go 1, 2, or 1, 2 using the shortcut here and prevent him from going back. That is a legal move because this is considered an incidental body block. Even though this is a no block zone and the ball is in the air technically, it hasn't really landed yet. If you're here, the defensive back cannot go right through you. Like, let's say you can only come here. If you can position your other back over here, your other offensive back here, that defensive back cannot go right through you. He can only go here or here. But we can't do that because we were here, if you remember. So he can only go 1, 2. And even if he goes here, it doesn't matter. He's not blocking him. There's no blocking. We're in the no block zone, you know? So that's not a block. You're not slowing him down at all. You're not allowed to block him before the ball gets there. The ball isn't there yet, you need to understand. However, so the defense goes. So we went 1, 2, 3, and we got an extra one because we're playing doubles and we're playing beginner rules, pro rules. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but pro rules, you don't get any extra points for doubles, okay? But even that one extra unit of energy, because the game is so perfectly mathematically balanced, you can see how much that helps. This defensive team desperately needs a double, so he can go 1, 2 back, and then with the extra one, not only can he go here, but he can even go there if he needed, but this is the prime spot for this pass sector lane, which is where the football is, okay? So come on double. This is the fun thing about the beginner level. It does rely more on luck. That's what I said. And then this is proof, okay? This guy needs a 1, 2 back and a double just so he gets one more unit of energy so he can challenge the ball. Oh, so close. 5, 6. He can only go there. Doesn't really matter. Cannot challenge. That is a complete pass. That is a complete pass. That is a touchdown. And the blue team scores using the quick scoring method. We're using these guys. We started out on the 80-yard line. And for beginner, you get the 80, and then you get 20 for getting the touchdown, because it is a touchdown. So you get the full 100 yards. Bonus for getting the touchdown. And did they win? No. The blue team, the home team, has not won yet because the red visitor team has not had a chance to go. We haven't completed an inning. So at this point, he would get a touchdown. The red team is sad, but the red team has the ball at, remember the referee marker? Right there. That's where the center goes. And we're going to do shotgun formation also. And then I'll show you also how because last time I set him up beforehand. Now we're going to set up the offense first. We're going to end this video now. And then we're going to pick it up right from here. So the offense sets up their team. And it looks familiar, just like the last guy. Actually, the last guy, last minute, we moved an extra receiver out here. Kind of cheating. And then when we pick it up, the defense is going to set up their player pieces. The home team, the blue team, has 100 points, 100 yards. It's the red team's chance at the 20-yard line. Line of scrimmage gets moved over here on both sides. 20-yard line. I really love these yard markers here. They're fun to slide up and down. That's why I use them for the downs and for the scoring too. They're a lot of fun. In Italian, we call that sfizioso. You can't translate it. It's just fun to do, like chopsticks is to eat, you know. And then the defense lines up their people. We're going to pick it up right from there. But that was exciting. Touchdown on the first down. Was that the second down? I can't remember. I'm talking so much. I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to pick it up. Red team has the ball. We're still on the first beginner game, and the red team has to score a touchdown in 4 downs just to tie it up. It's a very exciting game. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next video.